My name is Al. I'm 25, yo. I'm extremely sarcastic and this is my first day on Tinder. I love teacup pigs, Patrick Bateman and behavioural finance. I love fishing and fishing. I love rock dudes with beards. Beards turn me on. I'm a chef. I'm a 1950s ice cream parlour with a travel bug. Half geek, half party animal. I'm a genuinely nice girl.
So what are your main inspirations for all your poems?
I guess that they all come from different places, but normally it's one tiny thing that that gets distorted into a bigger thing. So, for example, the train guy poem was a guy that I met, but then I had another idea about this chokey thing, and I just love the idea of the chokey in that Roald Dahl book. So it's just like putting together random things. Started a series of like sort of fake beauty vlogger videos, which called what are they called now? It's just Rosie Carrick's Beauty Tips for School.
Yeah.
And they just, because my daughter, I've got a 15-year-old daughter, and about a few years ago she started to watch these actual American beauty tips things, and I was just like, oh my god. So I was like, hey Olive, look, I've made one. And after that she was like, I'd none of it. Yeah.
Yeah. On the topic of that, on your website it says how it's a feminist YouTube thing. Do you class yourself as a feminist?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, given that feminism means the equality of the genders, then 100% yes.
What advice would you give to students? Because you've been through the student work at university, you've done loads of festivals and things like that. What advice would you give to students wanting to go into the creative field?
Just start doing the thing that you want to do. I think that it seems to me that very often now people won't do something unless it's funded, and they, or I don't know, maybe it's because there are more funding opportunities available, which is really cool, obviously, and there's more poets going into schools and that kind of thing. But when I first started to perform my poetry and do it in a professional capacity, which was about 14 years ago, just did it and cracked on with it and go to different events, and then people will come to know you.
The first day I saw you, I knew you were the one. So when my new passport arrived in the post, I entered your information into the space for emergency contacts. As soon as I had saved enough money, you received on a sheet of eBay purchased State Department paper the primary notice. Rosie Carrick has had a misfortune in the jacuzzi room of the honeymoon suite of a 5-star hotel in Paris.
I love the feeling I get from you, especially when you kiss my neck. Sometimes you can go for hours. I'm not jealous when you pleasure other people. Objects can lengthen the fun, and when you're finished, you leave a mess on the floor. I love the ring.
So did Solent Press help you get into this opportunity to do today?
Yeah, definitely. Because through Solent Press, I met Pete Hunter, the South East coordinator of Apples and Snakes. And if it wasn't for Solent Press, I wouldn't have met Pete. But I think I would have done spoken word anyway, because I have a lot of friends involved in the scene, if you want to call it that, or like, so there's a massive DIY literature scene in Southampton, which I'm happy to be a part of. But I don't think maybe like events like this would be happening in university without Solent Press.
Okay, and what other opportunities does Solent Press offer to students with talents? Do they find them and nurture them, like with you? So you were found and then you were able to do events like this. Do Solent Press offer that?
I was found. I believe so. Like, being there for people who've wanted to go into journalism and may not necessarily have had much experience of that or any contacts. So Solent Press being able to provide contacts and people to write for, and to have a go at all kinds of journalism writing, from writing for On the Scene and Tidal, and sort of writing about politics, fashion, music, current affairs, whatever. So I think that, yeah, they do a lot of good.
Kev called my mum a slag, so Dad pinned him against the bathroom wall until he pissed himself. But I like to think that he learned a lesson, but the others, they still slap girls' asses. Bring up their family history and personal details about their sex lives at the dinner table, until their faces are as red as tomato soup.